Hi. Hold on. This is funny what to. Yeah, it's okay. Hey, welcome to Dit Dot. My name's Amanda, and today I am camping in the woods. All right, so we are under a fire ban, which is very disappointing to my friend Angela, who's camping with me, and myself, because we are campfire cookers. But we're making the most of it, and I found a 1 skillet dinner that I'm gonna try on my propane stove. So let's go ahead and get it started. And I'm gonna put some oil in my skillet, and we're going to start browning some chicken. So when you are doing prep at home, if you pre-cut your chicken, that will help, because then you're not gonna have to touch raw chicken at camp, which, you know, salmonella, right? So let's get this oil coated around the bottom. I'm using a stainless steel skillet, so I probably will have some sticking, because at home when I cook with my all-clad, I'm actually pretty good at making sure things don't stick. But this skillet isn't quite as nice, and I struggle with it. So I'm just gonna give this chicken just a minute to brown, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna work on practicing what I preach, and right now my chicken is sticking to the bottom of my skillet. So what you wanna do is be very patient and not poke at it, and it will get the, what's the word? I want to say I'll have to look it up because I forgot what the word is. But anyway, it'll get brown on the bottom and will release. But just like you, I usually don't have patience and I poke at it and you get freaked out. But there you go, look at that. If you wait, it will release. If you poke at it and it's not, don't mess with it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and use canned mushrooms today for this, but you could use fresh for sure. And then I put together a little seasoning before I left home that has onion powder, garlic powder, and Italian seasoning. So again, just trying to make it easy once I'm here at camp. So I'm gonna add some of that. I might add a little bit more later, we'll taste it. And and I salted and peppered while the chicken was cooking. So my chicken is not cooked all the way through right now, because we are now going to add some chicken broth and cream and noodles. And we're going to cover this and let the noodles cook. I got this really cute bottle of cream. It's just adorable. So I don't know how much of this I want to use though. Y'all know me, I don't measure.
I think that's incredibly wrong.
I don't know if you heard my daughter in the background, the baker. She just said, "Mom, that's so wrong."
I thought you were just saying that.
Yes, I'm filming. Oh, this is really super thick. I'm gonna use this whole bottle apparently, because that's what it looks like it needs. This is gonna be a nice decadent dinner. We are at camp. We're gonna eat like queens. So I'm just kind of stir the... What'd you see?
There's a bee in a bottle.
Oh, a bee in a bottle. Yes, that is a thing that happens at camp quite often. All right, so we are going to now add the noodles, and then I've got to fashion a lid, unless my dear friend Angela has a lid that fits my skillet, because I don't. So I will fashion one out of tinfoil otherwise. We'll try it. That's one thing that's really good about camping with friends, because if you miss something, then maybe they have it. So I'm gonna get these noodles all wet. We want them to be all below the surface of the liquid. So it looks like I might need to add some more chicken broth here. And then we're gonna let this...
We got the bee in the bottle, his lid.
We're gonna let this simmer for 20 minutes. I think my flame may have gone out. Yep. So cooking on a propane stove, check your flame often. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more chicken broth. And then I'm gonna cover this up and I'm gonna check and make sure that nothing's sticking, and I'll stir this a couple of times while I'm cooking. All right, we'll be back in a little bit. All right, I'm going to, I forgot to show y'all what it looked like, so up close. So it's only been cooking for a couple of minutes, but I wanted to kind of stir the noodles in and give y'all a close up. Look, the sun is just hitting it perfectly and, you know, highlighting this for me, so awesome. And I pulled out some mozzarella and some cheese that we'll add to it in a little bit. Here's my friend Angela. Her family is having taco soup. She is cutting up avocado right now, and she has got a gorgeous taco soup simmering away. We both love cooking, and so Angela and I have been camping together for what, like 8 years now, I think, like an annual camping trip. And early on we would like, okay, I'll do breakfast and you do lunch. And you know, somehow, I don't know, over the years, we just decided to cook parallel and it works out for us, but it's fun. So sometimes we like do desserts together or things like that. But so I just checked on the noodles and they're doing good. Nothing's sticking. The sauce is tasting good. So just got to give it time. So I just tasted one of my noodles and it's at the al dente stage, but I actually like my noodles a little bit more. But I went ahead and took the cover off because it's not quite as thick as I had hoped. I probably put a little too much. So at this stage, you could make a slurry with some flour to thicken it up a little bit more, or like I'm doing right now, I took the lid off so that maybe it will, dang word. Yeah, cook down, but my God, my science words are not here today. Frustrating. Anyway, it'll cook down and thicken up a little bit. So you can also, I used bow tie pasta today, but of course you could take lasagna noodles and crack them up and add that to give it more of a like authentic lasagna feel. And the cheeses I picked are mozzarella, and most traditionally in lasagna is a ricotta cheese. I grew up, my mom always used cottage cheese. One, ricotta was harder to buy and was a little bit more expensive. So I grew up liking cottage cheese in my homemade lasagnas, and it's how I prefer it. So I'm gonna use cottage cheese. You can use ricotta, obviously. So I double bagged this in my cooler because I didn't want it to leak. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in some of this. I think I packed up more than I really need. And the cheese will help thicken this all up too. And if it's a little soupy, we're at camp and everything tastes better at camp. We've all decided. Stir this in and I think we'll have dinner, and I'll show you what it looks like here in just a second. White chicken, creamy chicken lasagna. Wait, I said chicken twice. I'm a train wreck. All right, let's take a look. Whoa. So this is a little bit on the soupy side. If I was making this at home, I would definitely take the time to thicken it up a little bit. But I say this is camp ready and it's going to taste amazing.
What about the noodle?
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure that you hit that like and the subscribe button and meet me back in my kitchen for more content.